知啊，今日有啲唔舒服，所以翻唔到嚟同大家上堂。咁但係都唔緊要，都拍咗條短短啲嘅片啦。咁就希望大家個記錄我哋對埋啲功課先啦，得唔得？咁我哋都有少少功課俾大家做嘅，咁我哋就開始啦。So please turn to page 2 of your logs. For the part B, part here, although I haven't told you to finish, but since I have finished, so I just check his answer, and all the answer is correct. Add the three angles together, it will become 180 adjacent angles on straight line. Okay, so and then for part B, that's the same. Adding three angles together become 180 adjacent angles on straight line. Remember the abbreviation here. So, but that should not be 87, that should be 180. Y should be 67 degree. Okay, now just a very careless mistake. Okay, and then for example 2 here, yesterday I've told you use the straight line here. So x plus 90 equals to 180. So adjacent angles on straight line. So x to be 45 degree. And then for the second part, that's green, use the green straight line here. So 45 plus y, that should be 180. So adjacent angles on straight line. Okay, adjacent angles on straight line. Okay, and then for let's try to, okay, so now we'll try to use the vertically opposite angle for the y, 36 degree, but better keep the y on the left hand side, so y will be 36 degree. I'll keep the y on the left hand side in the final answer. And then for the x, okay, and then for the x, so add the three angles together to become 180, but the abbreviation is missing. There should be adjacent angles on straight line. Okay, if you miss the abbreviation, 1 mark will be deducted. Okay, and then x to be 54. That's good answer. Okay, but if you don't want to use the y vertical opposite angle, you can still use the adjacent angle straight line. Y plus 90 plus x become 180. So you can also, that means y plus 90 plus x becomes 180. Reason, adjacent angles on straight line. So you can also find x to be 36. Okay. Two approach with the same answer. Okay, and then for the second part, I will use John Cotham's work. For the page 4, actually the answer is correct. Adding the four angles together become 360 degree, but the abbreviation is missing. Angles at a point. Okay, so solving the equation, moving the numbers to the right hand side, so and then find out the x to be 42 degree. Okay, and then for page 4 part A, same process, but the abbreviation is also missing. The reason is missing angles at a point. 即係話咧，你做嘅時候咧，嗰啲角咧，麻煩大家即係嗰啲 reason， 你用咗咩 reason 去計嗰條式嘅話，麻煩大家寫翻俾我。Okay, and then all the four angles adding together become 360, and then similar approach to solve the equations. So x plus 24 plus x plus 28 plus 234 to become 360. So solving the equation, moving all the numbers to the right hand side, so x will be 37. Right, but the two part B haven't finished. Okay, so the sum of I think John Cottam may forget the reason for complementary angles. Okay, so you can see the box here. Complementary angles means two angles, the sum of two angles is 90 degree. Okay, so let's check the next student. Okay, for Jason's work. Okay, yes. The answer or the meaning is correct, but if you just tell me, oh, the sum of two angles is 90, or the sum of two angles is not 90, and actually I cannot give you full mark or I cannot give you mark because you're just repeating the reason of the yes you just repeat the reason or repeat the meaning of the complementary angles. So you need to give me what's the answer for angle POQ plus angle QR. So maybe yes, maybe use 螺旋形 work. Okay, 40h plus 42 becomes 90, and then that should be n, that should be plus, okay, to become 90 degrees, so they are complementary angles. Actually the expression that's acceptable but not the best or not a very good expression. For me, I will write that this way: angle POQ plus angle QOR equals to x plus 48 degree, and x is 42. So 42 plus 48, that should be 90. So they are complementary angles. I will write that in this format. Just calculate the sum of the two angles to the readers or to the markers. Okay. So similar approach, angle AOB plus angle BOC. So 28 degree plus x plus 24 degree. So 28 degree plus 37 plus 24, that should be 89 degree. Log equals to 90. So they are log complementary angles. I will express in this format, and it is a much more clear format for the markers. 因為你上面總計咗無啦啦三隻角加埋兩隻角加埋，其實衰啲嚟講啦，咁我都唔知係咩嚟噶嘛，係咪？咁所以咧，一開始話俾你知邊兩隻角加埋條式係點樣樣，計埋俾我睇就好啦。Okay, so maybe we go on with the next student. Okay, for Wang Heidong's work, let's go on to page 6, example 5, and let's try 5. Example 5, and let's try 5 here. Vertically opposite angle 3x equals x plus 84. Vertically opposite angles with the abbreviation. Okay, that's good. So x to be 42 degrees, that's a good answer. And then for the second part, let's try 5. Similar approach, CD. The two straight line, yellow line and green line here. So 4x equals to 63 plus x, vertically opposite angle. So x to be 21. X to be 21, that's a good answer. That's a good answer here. Okay, and then for the page 9, maybe we need to discuss in the lesson tomorrow. 有啲突然啦，係啦，咁啊，係啦，不過係啦，咁啊啱啱就講到啱讀完啲嘢啦，咁但係就亦都想你哋做多少少嘢 ，OK， 做多少少嘢，咁第9頁就留翻下個星期再講啦，我哋好冇？咁我哋就對咗第7，即係我想你做埋第7同第8頁先，咁少少 hints 啦。Okay, for page 7, example 6. Actually, for this type of question, you cannot use just one properties to solve the answers. For example, you need to find the y here. You can just look at the hints box here. First of all, you should find out the angles here. And it's very simple to see that, for the angle BOD, that's equal to angle AOC, and it's equal to 20 degrees, with the reason vertically opposite angles. So for each angles, or for each properties, when you use one properties, please mark down the reason here. Okay, otherwise some mark may be there. 即係你用咗 properties 你要寫翻俾我嘅，譬如你對邊嗰隻角交叉對嗰隻角 vertical opposite angle 你要寫翻俾我嘅，得唔得？如果唔係你寫漏咗就扣分㗎啦。Okay, and then after you find out this part, for the second one, just use the yellow line. Y plus 20 plus 68 becomes 1x0, with the reason adjacent angles on straight line. So y is to be 92 degree. I hope I haven't calculated wrong. So I'll do it 92 degree. And the main point is for any angles 咁講，即係個 main point 就係咩咧？你嗰個叫咩啊？你用咗 reason 或者用啲 properties 去計嘅 angle 啊，寫翻項出嚟，寫埋個 reason 俾我，得唔得？寫埋 reason 俾我 ，OK。And for the next try this problem, so just try it by yourself, and we may check the answers tomorrow. Next try this problem also finish try it by yourself. But I may give you some hints. First of all, maybe you can look at the large angle 232 degree, and you may be able to find the angle AOB. After that, you may be able to find the y. Okay, just some little hints for you. Okay, and then let's go on to page 8. Let's go on to page 8. The hint is here. Okay, the hint is here. Okay, the hint is here. Okay, first of all, for the vertical opposite angle, find the angle BED. But remember, you need to write that angle BD equals something with the reason vertically opposite angles. Okay, and then for the second part, you can find angle B. But here, 我唔知有冇記錯，因為我唔記得咗之前有冇教過。但如果冇記錯咧，其實冇教過。咁所以我而家提翻你哋就係咩咧 ？So whenever there is a triangle, okay, for the three interior angles, here, for the three interior angles here, the sum of these three angles must be 1x0. Angle sum of triangle. The abbreviation is angle sum of triangle. 係啦，都係 angle sum of triangle 嘅啫。咁我哋用翻呢一個就做到㗎啦。OK， 咁基本上咧就話咩咧？三角形 for the three interior angles of the triangle, sum of the three interior angles of the triangle, they must be equal to 1x0. So you can use the second approach for the angle DBE plus angle BDE plus angle BED equals to 1x0, angle sum of triangle. So you can find the angle B. You can find the angle DBE. Okay, after you find the angle DBE just by the adjacent angles on straight line, you can find the x1 x0 minus the angle DBE with the reason adjacent angles on straight line. Okay, so you may find the answers like this. Okay, apart from this reason, maybe a newly introduced reason. Remember, for the steps here, please make sure whenever you use new properties, write down a new row and then mark down the reasons here. Okay, that's opposite angles. Okay, so for the page 7 and page 8, please try it by yourself or finish these two pages by yourself.